Alleged Ponzi schemer Bernie Madoff reportedly makes a shocking decision today that could leave the 70-year-old man with a 150-year prison sentence. He emerged from his Manhattan penthouse today dressed in a bulletproof jacket and headed to court. In the short hearing, Madoff's lawyer shockingly announced that he will likely plead guilty to all 11 counts this Thursday. Those counts carry a maximum of 150 years in prison. The most stunning part of all, the judge insisted that there is no plea deal. No plea deal. I'm joined now by Greg Palast, who has been investigating the Madoff case for the BBC. Greg, good to see you again. We learn now that Madoff is expected to plead guilty to 11 counts Thursday, presumably going to prison until he dies. Why no plea deal?
What's there to bargain with? I mean, he has no bargaining power. They've got all the evidence. They got the smoking gun in his hand. That's it. So the prosecutors don't need to bargain with this guy. They've got him.
Oh, that's fascinating. See, I thought it was Madoff who refused to do a plea deal because he wants to essentially protect those around him. He claims he operated alone this very complex Ponzi scheme. Prosecutors, I certainly don't think, believe him for a second, but they might need his help to implicate other people. With 14,000 victims, how could he have possibly pulled all of that off alone? But if he pleads guilty to everything, he doesn't have to give any information, which he would have to in a plea deal.
Well, if he wants some leniency in sentencing, they've got something over him. But according to the criminal information, which is all the details they don't have nothing on his family. What they have is that he had some clerks, some people who knew nothing, make out a bunch of forms for him. So that's his criminal co-conspirators, you know, basically a couple minimum wage guys with pencils. So basically, he's protecting his family. That's what he's doing right now. So he's going down to keep his family intact and free of criminal charge. Now, they're still going to probably lose most of their money. I don't see how they get out.
Well, let me ask you about that. Ruth Madoff, his wife of about half a century, reportedly is saying through their lawyers that at least $70 million in assets belongs to her. The penthouse were $7 million plus 62 in assets. Can they just walk away with that money and say it's not part of it?
Yeah. And she swallowed her wedding ring. Sure. No, they're going to see right through that. I'm sure she'll file for bankruptcy and try to protect basically her home, which she'll probably get to keep. But basically, what little assets, when I say little assets, they're multimillionaires, but it's all stolen money, and they're going to have to give it up. I don't see how they get out of that one. All they can do is stall and then cut a deal. I'm sure she'll be able to keep her nice penthouse and her nice place in Palm Beach.
Well, you got to come back on Thursday because this hearing is going to be dynamite. Victims who want to testify, the attorney for Madoff getting hate mail. We're going to get into it on Thursday. Greg, thanks so much. Casey Anthony's Dream Team.